You have a good man. He's rich. He's responsible. He's loving. What then do you ask for? My name is Lydia. This video I'm reviewing Slate. I don't know the reason for the title, but this is a very inspiring movie. I think this movie is more about gratitude than about anything. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more updates. So we know how consistent Ruth Kadiri has been for the past 8 months with her channel. I think these days she tries to upload every Sundays and it's very, very good. I like the consistency. Initially it used to be like 3 days, 4 days, 2 days, but now she's building a consistent upload on Sundays. This one is titled Slate. Now let's go into it. So Slate is about a woman and then her younger sister, who is like, the younger sister is dependent on the older one, so it's like me and my big sister. This movie is more about past, like forgetting the past and all that. So this woman had a very terrible experience of abuse, a physical abuse by a stranger, and then she was admitted to the hospital. She had to go through, the pain alone plus the emotions attached to it. If someone abuses you, there's a physical pain. Sometimes the physical pain may heal, but the emotional pain, if you're not deliberate about it, if you're not intentional about healing it, or if you're not conscious about it, it's going to take most of your happiness in your life. It's going to carry so much burden on you, and that's what happened in this movie. So yeah, this woman is abused. I understand some of us go through these abuses, but we forget that the people who have always been in our lives needs to have this sense of gratitude. They need to feel a sense of gratitude, because when you felt sick, you were admitted to the hospital. There was a particular doctor who took care of you. According to the story, a doctor took care of you throughout your entire journey, and then he started developing feelings for you. But one thing about this doctor developing feelings for you is because you yourself, you're not loving yourself. You are thinking about what you went through, and it's eating you up. Doctor says, okay, I want to marry you. I'll take care of your family. You're always talking about your younger sister. I'll take care of her. So it was like a deal marriage. I'll marry you, then you take care of my family. But sometimes some deals can be forgotten. You think about the real deal. The person is not worth doing business with. Like it's not someone you should say you are making a deal with. When you go into the deal, you realize, no, this is a good person. It's not like he's maltreating you that you need to sit tight and go through the maltreatment. He's treating you as a wife material. He prepares you breakfast. He respects you. He understands that your childbearing might take a while. Like, who else do you expect to do this for you? But sometimes you need to lose what you have before you see the value. Like this is something that is always there. I read somewhere that sometimes you don't think that you never lose it. You think that it will always be there, so you don't really mind. You don't really cherish it. Unfortunately, your sister also tells you, or fortunately, your sister tells you she has found a man, a God-fearing man, a Christian brother. That was the word that was used. Okay, so I think when Pere was in Big Brother Nigeria, that is how I'll call him. I think that's the only name I drew. When he was coming into the house, I just caught the storyline. Oh, okay, I think this is what they are trying to tell us. When you walk into the house, you see, when you've met someone for so long, you really want to end it with the person. Like, you really want to end the person's life for the pain they have caused you. And then they show up at your doorstep. Like, it's either you'll be scared, you'll be so afraid, or you'll be shocked. And she was shocked that I've been looking for you for years. You just went into hiding. You abused me. When you finished, you took a weapon to hurt. Like, it was wickedness, I understand. But then we saw how she was maltreating the husband. Complete disrespect. You are even making total strangers hear the fact that your husband, or you married him because of a deal. You married him because he said he would take care of you. Like, really? Are you not even embarrassed about it? Sometimes we need to try to control our emotions, because when we lose the things that value us, or we lose those who value us, it's going to be a disaster. We will think they are always there. We will think they have nobody else. But I'm telling you, they actually have someone who can replace you. If you are going to be ungrateful, they'd rather take someone who will be grateful and then grow love with the person rather than stick with you who is always insulting them, being ungrateful. Ingratitude is what you've barbed your whole body with. So I'm happy that the latter part, this man decided to teach her a lesson. Sometimes when people don't value you, you need to distance yourself. Like it's very real, very, very realistic. You need to distance yourself. That is the main lesson I learned from this Ruth Kadiri movie. You need to distance yourself. And when you feel people are disrespecting you, maybe they feel the fact that you're always present in their lives, you don't have anywhere to go. Wow, after all, where are you going? Who are you going to replace them with? So they'd rather disrespect you unknowingly, and sometimes they know they are disrespecting you and then they'll still go ahead to disrespect you. Please, you need to distance yourself, because if it's going to give you peace of mind, if distancing yourself is going to give you peace of mind and respect and your sanity, you need to distance yourself. This gentleman distanced himself. She was like, sometimes when you try to threaten someone with a particular thing, and I want a divorce, and he will be begging you, please, I beg you, when he hasn't done you anything wrong. If he has done you something wrong, fine. But if he hasn't done you anything particularly wrong and then you still go ahead to ask for a divorce, and then he tells you, okay, you would just be shocked. Like, this wasn't the answer I was expecting. I was expecting you to say, I'm sorry, please, let's try and solve this. And then he tells you, okay, go and do the hell what you want to do. That thing when you've gotten to the neck, the person's like, you've just gotten to the side, you're just suffocating the person. They don't really care what you're going to do. They don't really care your words. Like, go and do what you're going to do. I like the fact that her sister didn't stick to the decision of your sister. There are some people like me and my sister, if I am not talking to someone, they are also not supposed to talk to the person. Like, it happens within our peers, like our friends, school, colleges and all that, even at the workplace. If you have a beef with someone, it is the beef. The beef is between you and the person. If the person hasn't done me anything, I don't have any beef with the person. I'll call this childish games. If you used to do that maybe in primary when you were a kid, like maybe at most 15 years, you should stop. Once you go to secondary school, you go to the university, these are childish games. If your friend is not talking to someone, it doesn't automatically mean you are also not talking to the person. And I like the fact that sister was still insisting that no, the fact that you are not talking to him, the fact that he did you something wrong and he's apologized, he said he has changed, it doesn't involve me. It doesn't involve my happiness. If right now he's a changed man and then he's good to me, I see a future with him, your point of view on him or your perspective on him will not change my feelings for him. I really liked what the sister did. They tried to solve this amicably, but it needs to get worse before it will get better. I like this film, Slate. I really enjoy this. Such a good husband. Try to tell us that we should value the things that are closer to us, because they are really, really worth it. They are really, really worth it. Let me know your thoughts. Have you watched this Ruth Kadiri film titled Slate? It's something you would enjoy. There's so much lessons, so much emotions in it, and so much to learn from it. My name is Lydia once again, and if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more updates. Till next time, bye.